is up,
That's
guys?
enough.
I hate you so much. What is up, you guys? It's Jazicality and the Husky Drummer. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and follow our Facebook pages.
Aye.
As you can see here, we have our crushed into place cups that my mom's friend made for us. Shout out to you, Miss Anjali. Thank you so much for these awesome cups. Cheers to you. Thank you. Today, we're going to be interviewing each other because I thought that'd be a fun idea. Don't you guys think so? He has to see if he had to, like, we made these. He mostly made them, but it didn't really go well, so we're not selling them yet. But we are selling these cups for $15. We're selling them for $15.
5 times 3.
We're going to be selling these for $15 if you guys want to buy them at a show. As of right now,
Hashtag crushing the place.
As of right now,
Hashtag.
As of right now, our next show is at Sawatdee in St. Paul on August 3rd from 8 to 10 p.m.
Wow.
I'll be saying that down in the bio below. Also, I'm going to be linking our brand new EP, Identity. It's on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, and you guys should totally check it out. It is everywhere that you could imagine music to be, so...
It's on Pandora. It's on Deezer. It's on Napster. It might even be on MySpace.
I don't think
It's
so.
not on MySpace.
Feel free to go check out those links down below, though, guys. Alright, so...
That's right, it stayed on my head. That's right.
So how are we going to be doing this interview, Sam? Check.
Yeah.
So, Sam, I was thinking, like, do you want to go back and forth, or do you want to, like, get deep into my interview and we get deep into your interview?
We're gonna flip a coin.
Tails! I think I see it, though. But, like,
It's tails.
We didn't say what it was for. Like, if we were
Exactly.
going back and
That's the point. You're it. Tag, hide and seek.
forth. Okay, I think I'm going to ask my first question to you, and then, like, we'll bounce off of each other because you're a weirdo, and you like to fall on the floor at any given moment. See,
Any given moment.
What's it like to be a fill-in drummer for bands around the Twin Cities?
Well, I'll tell you right now.
No, be serious!
Quite fantastic.
I hate you.
I hate this.
With the voice? Me too.
See that? Let the pieces fall. Let the pieces fall. That'd be fast. That'd be fast. Let the pieces fall. Right in me. Let the pieces fall. Right in me. Let the pieces fall. Right in me. Let the pieces fall.
I wanted you to sing. I thought you were really going to do it.
Exactly. That's the drum. Alright, anyways. I will go back to answering the question.
No, but like seriously, what's it like?
It's fun. It's challenging. I like playing all the different kinds of music I end up getting exposed to because I try not to turn people down based on style or preference or anything like that. I love to play music and I love to play drums and I like playing for all these different people.
And so what got you into wanting to be a fill-in drummer in the first place?
Being able to play all these different kinds of music and not being stuck playing, punk all my life or playing hip-hop all my life, etc. I want to be able to play everything.
And so how long have you been playing drums? Like, was it just a hobby, or were you just like, I want to be a drummer from, like, day one, A1, day sauce? I don't know what I just said. I'm sorry.
A1 sauce.
A1 since day one.
I don't even know if the mic can pick this up, because this isn't plugged in.
Sorry. What got... was drumming a hobby, or was it always a serious thing for you?
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. I mean, it didn't start off with me knowing I'm going to be a drummer, but when I actually started...
Give me the quarter.
No, it's my quarter. When I actually started doing it, then it was like, no, yeah, I want to do this forever.
That's really sweet.
You know what else is sweet?
No.
The taste of this 7-Up in this CIP mug that you can buy for $15 at one of our next shows.
And when we get a website, it'll be on there too. But we don't have a website, but like...
So,
So,
Jazicality.
Sawatdee.
What's it like being Jazicality?
I came up with the name Jazicality from musicality and personality. It took me a long time to figure out what I wanted my new name on YouTube to be, but it's been pretty fun so far. I started off just doing regular vlogs, and then as I went on, I started coming up with new bits, and like I made like this one video about a peanut butter and jelly sandwich that I made, and I just made it into this whole thing, and like put like lonely, I am so lonely, and then I like cut the sandwich, and then it gets eaten. It's a pretty sad story, but no, I'm really weird, and like some of it's hard just because some people don't like my content, which is to be expected, but for the most part, it's really fun being Jazicality, and I like the videos that I make. So
When can we expect more singing videos from Jazicality?
what, like covers and stuff?
Yes.
Well, funny story that you would ask me. Just kidding. You could be expecting that within this next week. I'm actually working on a mashup. Should I like say the songs that
That's
they are?
up to Jazicality.
But like, do you think I'm making a mashup of Billie Eilish's song "Bad Guy" and the iconic song? That one's iconic too, but this is also iconic. "Thinking About You" by Frank Ocean. I've been having so much fun. Like,
Your voice is like weird.
having so much fun mixing those two together. They're so fun, and I know that Billie Eilish was a fan of Frank Ocean's song, and I saw her do a cover of it, which I had forgotten about when I was mashing these two, but it's going to be really fun, so you guys be looking out for that cover.
A potato flew around my room before you came, and tears and
Usually doesn't rain. And
This video is sponsored by Vine.
Like Arizona, my eyes don't sweat tears before they fall. Okay.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. So, Sam, I know, but like the viewers don't know, where did you come up with the name The Husky Drummer?
Well, I used to wear a husky hat, borderline every day, because I loved it. I loved that hat. And then, as I kept that name, it got pointed out to me that I'm just a frail, skinny twig of a man. And that's the exact opposite of being husky. So I liked that it was... Would that be ironic at that point?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
That's
like that it's ironic.
Wait, were you done? I don't know.
I think I was.
What is your biggest pet peeve? Oh my god, wait, I'm having
My
trouble
biggest pet feet.
Be quiet.
Who had the biggest feet?
No. What is your biggest pet peeve when playing a show with a band?
They don't send me the music until a few days before the show. Or details for the show keep getting changed at the last minute, like the day before, or etc. Basically, if you don't send me information, or the information keeps continuously changing until the day the show actually arrives, it's frustrating.
When you're playing with various different bands, like when you're on stage and you're at the drum set, what do you pay attention to the most to keep you on track? That's a good question.
That is a good question.
I've had it in the bathroom.
I'm listening to the other members of the band, what they're playing. If I'm filling in for someone where I don't actually know the song very well, like it's one of their own songs, I'm running through the form in my head. But when I'm listening to the band, I'm listening to the vocalist primarily, and I'll use words they say as specific cues for where we're going in the song. Otherwise, like every other drummer, I'm listening to the bass and making sure we lock up. But those are the big things: the form, the vocalist, and the bass.
Well, it's funny that you started off with saying like the vocalist, because I didn't think that you were going to say that. I thought for sure like you were going to say like, oh, I listen to the basses because basses and drummers go hand in hand, because that's something that you say a lot. But like, yeah, I was wondering if like playing in fill-ins, like being a fill-in drummer, I wondered if that was different. So.
Well, I mean, it is a little different, because if I'm playing with people I don't know, and if their singer likes to mix and match parts of songs and change stuff or like repeat stuff, I have to be able to hear them call that out.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the times there's not gonna be a hand signal. At least in my experience, most vocalists I've played with are bad with hand signals.
Oh no! But I used to just hand signals a lot. Why do I keep talking to that? I'm sorry. I used to do hand signals a lot because McNally taught you like this means stop and like no, and like when I was talking to the sound person, I went like this. Is it this or is it this? Like when you wanted to go up. And I was like, oh crap, and then I was like, oh that's good, and I had to do this again. I was like, dude, I'm sorry.
Sound people are weird though. Sometimes they'll ask for different things.
Oh yeah.
What was I even saying? Oh no, but yeah. I need to know what the vocalist is doing. I need to know where we're going. When I'm listening to the bassist, I'm just making sure that we're locked so that the timing and the feel is right.
Right.
But as far as where the song's going, I need to know what the vocalist is doing and saying. I mean, that's why I always ask for more of you in the monitors when we play Crush Into Place. I'm like, I need to hear her in case anything happens.
He wanted to listen to me. Ew.
Sponsored by 7-Up.
Crushed into Place.
Refreshing.
Wait,
in
it
your...
could be sponsored by us. We make our own money.
Sponsored by Crushed Into Place.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jazicality. Ew. When you're performing on stage, how do you know what notes are the right notes to hit? Are you listening to the guitar for the key you're in, or do you just know what notes you're supposed to hit and you go for it?
So that's a hard question.
That's right! We
Really?
ask the hard-hitting
Really?
questions here on CIP Radio.
CIP
Sponsored by
Radio.
CIP.
A lot of times I just know what notes to hit, but I feel like I thought about this a while ago, and I think I'm actually like listening to everything at the same time. And for my harmonies, like if I ever do harmonies, I feel like I listen to the bass a lot, just because I learned that that's what a lot of people get harmonies from a bassist that I heard it from. I think I heard it from Isaac. Shout out to Isaac Hendrickson right now. We miss you, dude, and congratulations on your engagement. But yeah, I heard it from him, I think, and I also probably heard it from Austin a couple times, because bassists know what's up. So yeah, I get a lot of my harmonies like from like, you know, when I'm performing on stage, I just feel like there's nowhere to go.
Wow. Great stuff.
Ew.
So then, how does that apply to when you're improvising through hitting, or what are you doing?
It's so funny because I'm just making it up, but like later I think about it, I'm just like, where did that come from? And I feel like I siphon the sound from the music around me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm a siphoner.
Siphoner.
What is your favorite merch from the merch that we have on CIP? Crushed Into Place.
These totally swagtastic bracelets
Swagtastic.
that come in a variety of colors.
Just gets out the entire
And we have
thing.
3 other color variants that include red and black, orange and yellow, and silver.
Wait, say how much they are.
They're $2.
Like, comment down below if you want a wristband, and like we'll send you some wristbands for $2.
And then our EP, bam!
This is our EP. Sam designed it, took pictures with it.
Bam!
You guys could go buy this right now on cdbaby.com, or you can stream it on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, everywhere.
Everywhere!
That's right. Ask me, where did the name Crushed Into Place come from?
Jasmine, I'm going to ask you a question that you told me to ask you. Where did the name Crushed Into Place come from?
Sam! The name Crushed Into Place came from me because... So I used to live in Chicago, Illinois. It is a great place, but I wasn't surrounded with the best people, excluding my family and friends. Like, you guys rock. Like, this isn't about you. But I wasn't the happiest person in Chicago. And so when I went here, McNally Smith College of Music in Minnesota, recommended to me by my first vocal coach. Shout out to you, Carrie, right now. Thank you.
Carrie.
So when I got to Minnesota and I got to McNally Smith, I went to this meeting. Like, I was very nervous, but I went to this meeting up in the dorms, and I just felt very at home. And I met some really great people. And so, a couple months later, I was talking to Sam. We were walking down the hallway. I was like, Sam, like, I've always wanted a band. We were talking about it. And he's like, well, make one. You're at a music school. I was like, you're right. But, like who's going to be my guitarist, and who's going to be my bassist, and who's going to be my drummer? He's like, bro, I'm right here.
Bruh.
And it's just like, but is it okay for, like, a couple to be in a relationship and be in a band?
Bruh.
And so, like, we did it because he wanted to be in the band, too. So then we asked our friend Austin. And then later down the road, Colin came into the mix, and here we are today. So I was in a bad place, and then I was in a good place. You know, I was crushed, heartbroken. And then I came here, and I felt fulfilled, and that's where the name comes from. Sam, what's it like to be the drummer for Crushed Into Place?
I really like it because I think we do a lot of exploring and genre mixing, and we at no real point in time have sat down and decided we want to be specifically this kind of band. It seems like we always just write and play the music that we want to, and it all somehow just works together, which I really like.
Me too. Do you notice how the table figure out how to end it?
I love what you did with your hair.
Oh my gosh, thank you. What do you like about it?
I like the braids, and I like these little gold links that are on there, and I like the blue.
Thank you.
And it just looks really marvelous on you, dear.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I like what you did with your hair.
Thank you. I look like a trash goblin.
No, you don't.
Trash goblin.
Is there anything I'm missing?
Trash goblin.
Alright guys, I think that's all that we have for you guys today, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you check out our EP and our music video
Down below.
Down below, and I hope you guys like and subscribe because we do have plenty of more content coming at you.
Coming at you.
And so yeah, say goodbye. Bye.
Bye
Thank you guys
now.
so much for watching.
Bye now.
Oh my gosh.